Now, I know that there are a bunch of speculations out there, about really how much it costs on Amazon. You probably heard numbers like $500 all the way to $50,000, right? But in today's video, we're going to put all these matters to rest because I'm going to explain to you exactly how much it costs to start selling on Amazon in 2020 in about 4 to 6 minutes instead of making a prolonged 35-minute video. So if this is your first time to this channel, welcome. Please consider subscribing. Also, hit the bell as I drop brand new content every single Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern about selling on Amazon, tips and tricks that you can take out there and utilize in your business today. So without any further ado, let's go ahead and jump right into it. All right, so how much does it really cost to selling on Amazon in 2020? So the first thing that you do have to understand is that one of the most important things is really how are you going to go about finding products. Now, in last week's video, which I'm gonna be linking at the end of this video, I explained to you about how you can actually hire other people to locating products for you, right? And depending on which method you utilize, whether if you're gonna go about it yourself, which you're gonna need some tools, or if you're gonna hire someone else, which you probably don't need a whole bunch of tools, that's going to dictate really how much that particular task is going to cost. But for the most part, if you're going to hire someone or have tools, it's gonna cost you between, I wanna say between $70 to $150 to locating that product, right? Like if you're gonna use a tool, I want to say there's Jungle Scouts, which you can have the web app and also the Chrome extension, and that's for $69. I also have, if you go through my, my affiliate link, there's a link in the bottom. I think they provide like a 30% discount. Also, Helium 10 is a great tool, and through my link, and also I have a coupon code where you can get either 10% off first month or 10% off ongoing or 50% off your first month, right? So that's the number one thing, which is a tool, right? In finding a product. The second thing is really the product itself. Now, utilizing my personal product research criteria, which I am gonna link in the comment section below, you should be able to locate a product that can make you a profit of about $3,000 a month, and you should do that within 25% of the cost. What do I mean by that? What I mean by that is, if a product you find, you figure that you can sell for $20 on Amazon, it should not cost you more than 25% of the cost of that product. So it shouldn't cost you more than $5 landed to Amazon's warehouse. That means manufacturing the product plus shipping. So let's say if you're gonna find a product that can sell for $20 and you're going to buy it for $5, I'll also link in the comment section my supplier's script, so you can simply copy and paste it when you contact your suppliers. That should be $1,000 because I suggest that all my students and also you guys order not more than 200 units, right? So $5 times 200, that's $1,000. Now, the third thing is buying a UPC code. That's simply the code that's going to identify and differentiate your personal product, right? So it's a code that you're gonna put into Amazon when you create your listing, and then Amazon gives you what is called an ASIN, which you then give your supplier to put on the product. Now, I personally use a website called Barcodes Mania. I'm also gonna put a link to it in the comment section or in the description below. And you can actually buy 5 codes for $10, or you can buy 1 code for, I believe, $5. I personally would suggest that you do the 5 codes for $10 because I'm assuming you're not only gonna launch 1 product. Now, the other thing you have to worry about is the actual logo of your brand, right? Or of your store or of your product, right? So typically I also use Fiverr for that specific task. My first logo cost me $5. However, logos can cost anywhere between $10 to $50, but it just really depends on what you want. I honestly would not stress it very much about the logo itself. Number one, you can change it later on. Number two, people really don't look at the logo very much. Now, the customization of the packaging, yes, not the logo, and it could be really anything, so do not stress it too much. The fifth thing would be photography. Now, many of your suppliers, I want to say 7 out of 10 of your suppliers will have pictures that you can take from them, right? So what you could do is you can take those pictures and then have someone on Fiverr for about $5 to $20 per photo, add infographic, also, just kind of like make it look prettier, right, than it really is, because you're probably going to get just the raw image from your supplier. So that task can cost you anywhere between, $40 up to $300 if your supplier does not have pictures, and if you have to actually take real photos of your product. Now, many of my students actually will do the photos themselves, and that can save you a whole bunch of money. But if your supplier doesn't have photos of the product, which once again 7 out of 10 would, and you have to take them yourselves, you either can find someone locally. There are some services that actually offer photography, and also you can find a photographer on Fiverr that you ship your product to. They can take photos and then edit the photos as well. Now, the sixth thing is having an Amazon account. Now, you definitely want to have a professional account. You don't want to start with individual. However, starting an Amazon account really should be kind of one of the last steps you take, simply because if it might take you a month or 2 months to finding a product because your life is busy, you've got a busy life, something is happening, and you don't want to be spending that $40. It's $39.99 for US. I believe if you're in Canada or other marketplaces, it's a little bit different, but on average, it's going to be about $40 US per month. Now let's do quick math here and kind of add everything up. So if you were to take research, which would be $70, and also if you're going to be utilizing a tool, you really subscribe to these tools for 1 month, and then you can cancel it, right? You don't need to have those tools all the time. You can cancel and go back to it whenever you're ready to launch your second product. So $70 for the tool, $1,000 for the product, $40 for your account, $10 for the UPC because you're smart, you're gonna buy 5, $25 for your logo, and then $100 for photo photography. That should equal to $1,200, well, $1,245. Now, there are 2 things that are optional, right? Number 1 is having a sample. That can cost anywhere between $50 to $150. Expect to pay about that much. That's something you want to do before you actually place your order, to check out the order and then see how it is. About 50% of my products, I have order samples. 50% of them I just went for. Many times it can happen where even if you order a sample, they might send you a good product, and then, in the sample and then the bulk order might be different. So that's why we have added also a secondary optional thing, which is inspection. And that's where you hire a company that actually is, China-based. They will go to the actual supplier's, manufacturer's, factory and inspect the supplies. Now, that can cost you between $100 to $250, and that's another additional added cost. Now, if you did find this video helpful, give this video a thumbs up. Also, share with your friends and consider subscribing if it is your first time to this channel, as I drop brand new content every single Thursday at 6 p.m. Pacific, which is 9 p.m. Eastern, about Amazon FBA tips and tricks that you can take and utilize in your business today. Now look, if you're wondering, well, you know what, all this stuff sounds great, but I would rather have someone walk me through this entire process step by step and really show me how everything's done, because I don't want to go out there and figure things out on my own via trial and error. And unfortunately, that was me, and my business didn't really, get fixed and really start going towards where it's really at right now until I actually found myself a mentor and took courses and invested in myself and my self-education. So what we are doing is we are actually making available a couple spots on my team's calendar where, you hop on a call with us and we figure out exactly where you are, what it is you're trying to accomplish, and if we can help you, then we explain to you your options. All you need to do is click on the link in the comment section below. There's a short application process. Go ahead and fill it out and then book a time to speak with either me or one of my team members. Once again, guys, Bashar Katu here. Thank you very much for tuning in. I'll see you guys next Thursday. Have yourselves a great week and take care.